Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
And now for our feature presentation.
This is the kind of show. This is the kind of show we always dreamed of doing.
Impossible. Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's going on, folks? Another episode, man, of the Plot Thickens.
Man.
Our conspiracy theory talk segment here on 7mileradio.com. And I got the brother here with me. A lot of y'all probably know him now. Y'all seen him before on the show, of course, man, time after time again, man, over the past year or so, man, had his own talk show on the network, and now he's joining me on this talk show for the conspiracy theories. What's going on, man? Judah Woke Ace.
Man, peace to the black people, man. What's going down?
Man?
And peace to the 7 Mile fans and the Truth Talk Nation fans, man. What's going down?
So, yeah, man, we, are fresh off of the heels. So
It's up a little high.
All right.
Okay.
Fresh off of the heels of this protest that we just participated in yesterday in Harper Woods. And you are amongst a few people who were very vocal at this protest, voicing your opinion as far as how you felt with the information that the chief of police gave us, the mayor of Harper Woods and what he said, as well as even some of the organizers that put that demonstration together, man. What was your main, I guess, view of that whole demonstration that went down yesterday?
Well, it was going good. So you had a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a few people, that was out there just for clout, what I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? They out there for the cameras, they out there for the shine, and they really wasn't out there for the family. And
move that mic a little bit to the left a little bit for you.
Right there?
Yep. And so they can see you. All right.
That's
go
cool.
ahead. Yep.
And they really wasn't out there for the family, was what I felt. They was really out there to more clout chase and get they shine. And we had already prayed, which I'm a God-fearing man. We had already prayed three, 4 times within an hour. And I just thought it was getting a little bit too much. We needed answers. And the person, Malik Shabazz, was coming out there bringing people out, telling people to shut up and let them speak. But after a minute, if you ain't saying nothing, then the second minute's going to mean nothing to us. In your first minute, you need to be coming with some answers to the family. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to just sit there. And not only that, the mayor was pointing fingers. And so that shit, and then he kept taking up for them, standing on their side.
Right.
For the cameras, yo. See, we don't need leaders that's out there that's calling themselves black leaders standing on their side. You know? And I hope, you know what I'm saying, maybe he get this word and watch this one day, or maybe he watching now. But we don't need people like that in the movement right now. Because as you see, peaceful movements don't get you shit right now. It gets you killed, knees in your neck. You know what I'm saying? And let's go back to our parents and our forefathers and grandmothers. It gets you sprayed and dogs sicked on you. Nooses on your neck. So we don't need peaceful. It's been the last 60 years. We want to pray and be peaceful. When we gonna start doing action, people? Let's stop being scared. This is us, yo. It can happen to your family. Then you want to call us out. Then when they call to come to your family, but to them people that's sitting there That's all on the net. Scared. Oh, we just need to keep it peaceful and just pray to Jesus. Look, fool, Jesus had killers in his camp too, and so did David. So please don't talk about the Bible, because you had to have killers if you was gonna preach the word and be about action. That's just what I felt.
Dig that. Yeah, man, and still we are at the point of waiting for this video to come out, because like I said last night in my live video, that's really what's gonna determine everything in regards to this case.
You said that with the video in the jail cell,
the video from the jail cell of what actually happened to her, man. It's like, and if we don't see the video,
it's gonna be edited, scrubbed.
Right. If it's, and that's what I said. If it's any kind of edits, if it's blurry, because come on now, picture them installing a camera that's choppy, that's blurry, having that camera in operation, and it is not functionally, it's not producing functional or efficient content for them to be able to use. But then you'll give us this version of it that has no evidence of anything. From the, like we said, the Kendrick Johnson case to the Kanika Jenkins case, where we have videos of them all the way up until whatever happened to them happened, and this video was edited and altered in some kind of way.
Let me tell you this, Michael Murray. It's not all about looting. And last time I checked in these riots, we ain't the looters. We just a small percentage of looting that they catch on TV. Most of the looting was going on with the white folks. That's the secret. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is struggling nowadays. So you think they ain't gonna get their chance and go and get some merchandise? Come on now, man. When I say action, I mean we need to show up and protest. We need to be about action. And if they sit there and come and touch us, then we need to react.
And then let's focus on, if we're going to talk about the looting, focus on how the looting is happening in the first place. Who is opening the door for the looting to happen? Every time that we see people busting out windows to the businesses,
right?
Every time that we see people setting fire to the businesses, they're not people that necessarily look like us.
And you got to say, when you rise up, you're supposed to riot. You're supposed to riot. This goes on all across the world, not just with us people. People riot all over the world. And last time I checked, black people ain't start rioting into the 60s. Who was rioting before that? Mark?
It wasn't nobody else to riot but
no, it was white people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, Tulsa. Let's talk about Tulsa. Let's talk about Wilmington, North Carolina. Them was riots with white people. Looting too. They looted everything from us in Tulsa. All because we had businesses.
Bombed us
from the sky. So come on, man, we just stopped the riot. And we wasn't rioting until the 60s. Look it up. In mass. They was the first rioters. So let's stop all this scared talk. That's just, we don't need to be scared no more, because it can happen to your people. When it happened to your people, then don't call us. Don't call us out there to save you when you was cooning. And that's how it gotta go. People like that need to get checked. Us black people need to start checking our scared people, y'all. Because as you see, every day you're waking up, you're getting killed, and knees on your neck.
And they want us to turn the other cheek about it.
Yeah, let's be peaceful. Pray. Let's pray about it.
Now you seem to have a specific issue, I'll say, with one of the organizers out there. You said you wanted to speak, on.
Well, yesterday I had I know Malik Shabazz. I'm from the city of Detroit too. Been here, born and raised, all my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets, gang bang, dope slang, did it all, yo. So when Malik Shabazz told me, don't come at me, I don't want to help organize this. What? Do you know who I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to Big Dog. Listen to me. Let me show you why Big Dog and his 300 goons do. Well, back in 2012, they went around harassing women, interrogating them in police rooms. You know what I'm saying? Let me read a little of this. News about the dedicated community partners finally hit the airwaves. Okay. There were women that said the Detroit 300 members repeatedly threatened with verbally abused them, insisting that they knew the killers. But before they finally released them, the women said they knew nothing about the shooter, but they claimed that Detroit had circulated their photos in their neighborhoods, endangering their families. Not only that, let me see, where's the other one? Okay. The two women, Jessica and Stephanie Brown, claimed members of the Detroit 300 terrorized them in a vigilante search for the killers of the infant Derrick Raymond. You know what I'm saying? So they went around not only interrogating people illegally, they had rights into the interrogation rooms in the police stations. And not only that, it said that when they would take photo ops with the 300, some of them would wear hoods. So who was that? Was that the undos that's in your group? So now how we see, Mr. Malik Shabazz, how you go around all the city officials like Duggan and Kwame that don't give a damn about us. We see that, Mr. Malik, when you come out to some of these protests, it's nothing answered. It's nothing. Because you out there, probably a paid person that's with them, to get the photo ops to calm the people down. We don't need people like this then in the movement. If you're going to stay a minister, Mr. Shabazz, then you need to be a minister. Stay a minister and just do the church thing. That's what I suggest, because this street stuff and all the fight is not for you no more. And don't bring all the Black Panther movement and the market garden. Okay, I love it. But you know what I'm saying? Don't come around now and saying, acting like you the man, and is nothing answered for no family. And so for you to tell me you don't know who I am, what the fuck do that mean? That's a slapping to the face to us, people. We got people like this in the city of Detroit that call themselves leaders that's fucking us. And people are scared to say it, Joe, because they roll around with their 300 goons, man. Harassing people and beating the shit out of them. Yeah, I know he do good shit. He do go and catch rapists. He do. He go and catch murder suspects and shit. But when it comes to like when people get murdered by the cops, he be on their side with no answers for the family. That's all I need to say about it, Joe.
I feel you.
And that's facts. That's that. I got the story right here. So don't say, look it up. 2012. Look it up, man. I come with facts. Since you gonna, you know what I'm saying, you don't know who I am. Here you go right here. Here you go. That's who you is. An informant. So it is, and he called himself a minister, yo. We don't need people like that in the struggle, man. This is our time, man. If some of the elders gonna sell us out and want peaceful movement, then you need to sit down. It's our time. You had your movement in the 60s and it was nothing answered then.
Dig that. Judo woke ace, man. So yeah, now when you say on their side, what exactly do you mean? Because I see that not only was it him, but there was the young lady. I forget her position over there in Harper Woods.
She's on her side too. The city council that was crying because you talking about I'm trying to get answers, but you over there getting petted by the white supremacist lady and the mayor's wife. You're nothing but a puppet. You can't do no action. You're nothing but a puppet. And so yes, we got to get on them too. You in a city and that's killing black people and harassing them up and down 8 Mile all through the city. Come on now, man. I mean, if the 2 city council members, the 2 black people that work on there, you only getting a check to shut the fuck up. That's how I seen it. And they need to be called out too. And the older lady too, the elder lady that was weird talking about, they sent her out as the Aunt Your Mama. Send Aunt Your Mama out to calm the shit down. We don't need you to send out Aunt Your Mama. You know what I'm saying? Man. We ain't trying to have pancakes out here today, yo. This is the struggle. Every day you wake up, as you see in 2020, the year of the vision, the shit is clear. It's clear that the cops is nothing but criminals with military weapons. So defund them. I ain't saying defund them, take them all away, but they have to be redone. Knock on people's doors when you get hired. Introduce yourself to the community. Have movie night with the kids. That's why the kids is now, you got the little kids watching the net and TV all day. Now they seeing cops doing all this. How they gonna feel in the next 10, 15 years? And you see the cops getting the shit beat out of, you see the people getting the shit beat out of them from the cops. They not gonna like them too. So come on, people, this is not gonna stop. If the cops ever want to redo their rap, man, all they gotta do is defund it, be with the community, and be for us. Stop harassing us. And furthermore, what is it that these people hate about us black people, and why? Why do they hate us so much? That's the real conspiracy. Why do they hate us so much?
Like my mom just asked me that shit a couple of hours ago. You know why they hate us, man.
No, I'm saying why though. It's a lot of reasons though. It have to be a lot of reasons why you come out of a womb, you grow up hating us. We never did nothing to you.
That hate is taught and it is instilled into them. Okay, and then the media perpetuates that fear in the way that we are portrayed, in the way that we are seen in Hollywood, in music, in TV. You know, the stereotypes are perpetuated, so it in their mind it proves what they're being taught and what they're raised to know about us as true.
Right. Right.
So if everything that they hear about us connects with and it represents everything that they see about us in the news and the media and all of that, then that's why they fear us. That's the reason why when they walking up the street and there's two black dudes walking up the same side of the street, the opposite direction towards them, they clutching their purse or skipping to the other side of the block.
But last time I checked, go to West Virginia, people. Go to some of these towns in Pennsylvania and Ohio where you got poor white people that's on welfare. Go to some of them towns. I mean, black people, you got to clutch your purse.
Yeah.
You got to watch yourself from these opioid users, these teethless tobacco chewers. Because I've been to these states, people. I've been to it.
He said teethless tobacco chew.
Yes, man, spitting in Mountain Dew bottles. And so that's how it goes. Some people on here know what I'm talking about. They might live in some of these towns where they ride around with these Mountain Dew bottles spitting in it. Teeth fucked up.
And yes, the phone lines are open. You see the call-in line right there, 313-723-0481. If any of y'all want to call in and give your thoughts or opinions about what we are discussing today in regards to the whole protest that went down yesterday. Go ahead, bro.
Right. Like to Joanne, peace. Yeah, they hate us because they know we don't have no power. But when we unite and stop taking the bullshit, they gonna fold. That's all we got to do, people, is unite and stop being on the bullshit. Just because you don't see this shit going on to the Arabs, yo. Because if this shit happened to the Arabs, they coming back with a bomb. It's not going on with the Jews because the Chinese because they gonna rise up and they gonna cut you. You know what I'm saying? Hit you in the bank. That's just how you gotta hit them, people. You know what I'm saying? That's it, yo. It's crazy. But you know, every day we wake up in this 2020, the year of the vision. We see the vision of the cops how they is. We see it. They can't help but to do it. Black and white, man. Black, white, Spanish. You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't like that. I'm not gonna say all of them, but a few bad apples spoiled a bunch. That's how it goes. You can just have a few bad apples and the whole shit is rotten. So shit, the whole damn police need to be revamped then, because of a few bad apples. You know, cut the money off, right? Cut the damn fundings off.
You know, and I had the, just the devil's advocate angle as I asserted yesterday as far as defunding the police. So what do you do about the criminal element now?
Well, not defund them.
How far do you defund them, or is it really just a matter of demilitarizing?
Yes, that too. Take the military tactics away from them. Put more, if you in the neighborhood of color or you got like 30-40% of blacks, then you need more blacks on the force. You know.
Dig that. So we got a phone call coming in as y'all hear. What's going on, caller? Who is this, and where you calling from tonight?
Mr. Detroit, Mark.
What's going on, Mr. Detroit?
Man.
What's
my man name that's sitting next to you, Mark? Great individual.
This is your label mate, man. Your brother Judo.
Peace to you, God. Peace to you.
Peace to God. Let me tell you why. This is the only reason why.
Hold on. You can't hear you.
Hey, man. Listen, now hold on, Mr. Detroit. You are a part of the network, so you know better than to call in on speakerphone or Bluetooth. So
No. My Bluetooth off. I don't know if it's my signal in my house.
Okay, well we hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now. What's happening? What you got to say?
Okay. God, you know why they hate us, man. God, we the blessed people, man.
Right.
We the blessed. We the gods of the earth. So understanding how they work, they only got one plan. And the one plan that they keep doing over and over and over again is conquer and divide. I'm not going to say the gentleman's name. The gentleman that you mentioned his name, when I knew he was involved, I was like, I can't go. I can't go because when I looked at that and he was on the other side and you was calling him out, it's amazing how they would get brothers that look like us to infiltrate the camp and stand next to them just to say, you with me.
Them are collaborators. They collaborate with them like they doing songs. They you know what I'm saying? They want to get on the track with them.
Stay on the right side of the
and so when you was calling him out, he couldn't do anything. And it is sad, bro. Their time is done. They've been praying. God, I'm done praying. Mark asked me was I was going. Could I go? The only way that they understand is like for finances and life, and somebody got to die flat out. So I commend you for holding it down for all the brothers in the city of Detroit. So when you was there, you was representing for me, bro, and I love you for doing that, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, God.
You held it down, and you spoke wisdom. Most people don't understand. God, sometimes you got to bust heads to get some results done, and then you drop wisdom. But in the midst of that fire, God, bust they ass, God, for me. Bust they ass. And I love you for holding it down for you, man. Mark, I appreciate you. 7 Mile Radio. And keep going, bro. I need you to keep holding this shit down for me, man. That's it, man. I love you, guys.
Love you too, man. God, you know, peace.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. The phone lines is open, man. 313-723-0481. You can call in to voice your opinion, man. And then I want to ask you something else, man. In the midst of all of this going on, we are still in the middle of a pandemic. Or are we? What you think about? Because you were one of the first people, I believe it was only a day after, I believe, something like that, where we had the protests in Lansing. Michigan was the first state that initiated the protests to lift the lockdown and the stay-home order, right? And I believe it was a day, maybe 2 days after that, you came through for the show, and you spoke on how you felt like Gretchen Whitmer was being bullied, into opening the state back up. And now, just contrasting that all across the country where the people follow suit by marching on the capitals of their states. Now, all of a sudden, we see a lift in the stay-at-home orders everywhere. What do you feel about the apparent, I guess, look like the end of COVID, man? Is this the end of COVID? What you
of
think
course,
about
they out here at the protests, hugging, slapping hands, fucking. They doing everything at these protests, tearing shit up. They hanging around each other. You got the cops shaking hands, hugging, no mask. Some of them got masks. Come on now, this has been almost a month of protests and rioting. So, they trying to say, oh, yeah, to watch out for the second wave. Man, that's the second scare. I'm not saying that it's not a COVID out there, but people just take care of yourself and drink you some orange juice. When you feel something coming on, just sit your ass down, leave the drinks alone, the smokes, and just get yourself healthy. Go get you a big bag of tangerines or something. You know what I'm saying? And put the Henny down for a minute. Just get yourself well. That's all you got to do. And stay the fuck away from the hospital. And stay off that ventilator or whatever. You know? Because 80% of the people that went on that died. And so, you know, we got some videos, I think, that we going to show that a nurse from New York, there's a bunch of nurses that you can see that's breaking the shit. Not just nurses, biologists, you got scientists, doctors. They all was, some of it was saying it was funny from the get. You got senators. You get 59,000 or 53,000 per COVID patient, yo, to put them on the machine. And so now you see why bodies is piling up. They killing the poor people. They ain't worth shit anyway. Let's roll it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which videos.
There's two of them. One you can play the first one is the last one. I think it's a 2 minute, then it's a 3 minute.
Yeah, I'm loading them up now.
But yeah, you know these, you know what I'm saying, this shit. You know, don't let the people scare y'all out of shit. Stand up and come out. Come out into the sun is what us black people was made to do.
Helping her make hidden camera recordings introduced.
You know, so we made to come out in the sun, not stay scared in the house. And the more you stay scared, the more they gonna bring out military weapons. So when you do come out, they gonna put the knee on your neck. Don't you see that's going on? They don't even put knees in the necks of people at St. Clair Shores.
And that's you know, a point that I heard from one of the conversations I was listening to. This thing doesn't happen to rich white folks.
They know better. And that's why when Trump went and moved out them people in Washington, D.C. and pepper sprayed all them white folks that was out there with the blacks just to hold up the Bible, even his own general said, hold up, this is too much. You whooping white kids now. They beat the shit out of people in minutes so he can walk across the street and hold the Bible up at a church he never been to. So, you know, them was white people he was out there whooping on the front lines, pepper spraying and bringing out helicopters with the wind so they can, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't come near. Military helicopters and raising guns, smoke bombs and shit, all in their face.
All right, so let's. I'm about to play these two videos that you sent through, and I guess you know, afterwards you can just explain exactly what they were, and we can talk about that. So let's get into these videos. We'll be right back.
Our detectors, they're saying it's positive. Not detected, but it's not detected. So
You said that they were vented immediately upon being brought in. Is that?
yeah, so the thing is they're coming in with difficulty breathing, and a lot of these patients are really coming in with anxiety because they're scared. And when I was back home, I was working in the ED out in the tents, and most people that were coming through with like symptoms of just, you know, anxiety, or, you know, they're worried and they're breathing fast and then they get all nervous. So this is how the people are like coming in. Now, I'm not saying that some of them, you know, don't have COVID. Like there are people that come in and they really do need help. Not to the extent of the vent, but they need help. But these other people, like this person who wasn't COVID multiple times, you know, and a lot of them are on either Medicaid or Medicare. They're poor. They're from, you know, a lower class. We're at a public hospital. They need the funding. So take them. They take them. And they tell them pretty much that if they don't get on a vent, then they're probably not going to survive. But the reality is, if they get on that vent, the likelihood of them walking out the hospital is slim to none.
And can I ask you, what like PEEP are they on, and is that being mandated or specified what the pressure is on the vent?
Here's the thing with this. So you don't have actual doctors that know critical care, ICU doctors on these floors. There's a dentist, and there are residents with these. So residents are essentially students, and they have no idea what they're doing. Like, I had to police a resident because he wrote an order for me to run Versed, which is a medicine that you have to be very careful with because it can kill someone at like quadruple the speed of what you should be running it at the dose. And had I not known that, then I would have easily killed the patient. And it would have been okay under their COVID standards. So everything is kind of a wash. Nobody's held accountable for anything, and these people that are at events are essentially being like, these residents are like practicing their skills on them. So they're practicing central lines, they're practicing like invasive procedures that are really unnecessary.
What is the percentage of Black, Latino, white? What's the racial composition?
Hispanic and Black for the majority.
And what's the age
And
range?
Asian.
And Asian. And what's the age range?
20-year-olds all the way up to 70, 80-year-olds. Very, very few, I should say very few 80-year-olds. But the majority of people, I would say, are in their 40s or 50s.
Wow. And what percentage of the people that are in there would you say actually have tested positive for COVID?
Half. Probably half.
But everyone is being treated as though...
The entire hospital is COVID. So half the hospital is not COVID, but they're on COVID floors. Our detectives
helping her make hidden camera recordings introduced us to Erin. After working a long shift at the hospital, she agreed to do an impromptu interview in her room at the Marriott Marquis overlooking Times Square. We encourage the viewer to leave aside their preconceptions about the nature of what is happening, to hear firsthand from an eyewitness who at great personal expense and without political prejudice of any kind now openly reports what she discovered in the hopes that the information will be put to good use to save lives. She began by telling us one of her most disturbing findings, that people who had repeatedly tested negative for COVID were being described as COVID confirmed.
Okay, so if you look close, I'm in my patient's chart. I am pulling up like their laboratory results. So if you look here, you'll see COVID-19 bioreference lab. Here are the test results. As you can see, 5/1/2020 at 17:16, not detected. They test for a second time, 5/4/2020 at 17:59, not detected. So both of those are negative. Scroll up to the top. This is my patient. They are on a vent, and they are being called COVID-19 confirmed. Droplet in contact and eye protection. So this person is droplet and eye COVID confirmed. Positive A, click, not detected. No resulting lab available. Oh, pretty good.
While Erin was using her hidden camera to document another chart showing a patient with negative test results who nonetheless was labeled COVID confirmed, another travel nurse entered the room. They began to discuss what Erin was seeing.
If it says bioreference, that's here. It's done here. So not detected here, but so presumptive. Now, they are detected. They're saying it's positive. Not detected, but it's not detected. So
You said that they were vented immediately upon being brought in, is that?
Yeah, so the thing is they're coming in with difficulty breathing, and a lot of these patients are really coming in with anxiety because they're scared. And when I was back home, I was working in the ED.
Who was helping her?
Yo.
So yeah, man. Now explain to what was that? Now we just had a nurse explaining the fact that they misdiagnosed patients
Right.
of COVID-19.
Well, I'm not saying COVID is not real, but it's the new boogeyman. You know, people are more scared and going in there than ever. Than, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might get a call for a chest, pain. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go in. Then you got the COVID. Put your ass on the ventilator and you out of here. Peace to Fred, the godson, man. He was young. I think they put him on the ventilator.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't supposed to be on there, man. You got young lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And we lost a legend. We lost a lot of other legends to this that shouldn't have been on on ventilators. They killed my grandfather. So this is why you see why I'm so pissed about this.
I mean, I know a friend of mine, a Facebook friend of mine. I could probably text her and get her to call in.
Mm-hmm.
Her father passed away, and they said that he died of COVID. He was a pastor, and they wrote it up on some website that he was, you know. I'm sitting up here coughing and shit.
Oh shit!
No, yeah, oh shit. No, they said that he passed away from COVID, right? So she found the article, and as she shared it, she telling him like he did not die of COVID. It's her father.
Right.
She know how he passed away, and these people that's putting it out on their websites. Prominent pastor, you know, passed away of COVID, and it wasn't COVID.
It wasn't COVID. It's probably, you know, they had to put that on there to get the money because a lot of these, during the time, a lot of these public funding hospitals wasn't getting the money. When you shut down surgeries, that's like, what, 50% of their money, 40, 50% of their money. So when you shut that down, they had to come up with something. Surgeries was shut down for, what, 3 months? You know how much surgeries cost people? More than the COVID? Some of these surgeries can get up in the hundreds of racks, depending on what you getting done. You know what I'm saying? If a lady get her boobs done, that's 10, 15 racks, or 20 racks. You get that's just a little minor surgery that you paying for. So imagine if you get a heart done, or opening up your legs and stuff. That's bread. It's thousands of dollars, yo.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I've been talking about this on Truth Talk with 7 Mile. We've been talking about this since it really came out, breaking it down, the conspiracy on how real it is and how fake. Where's the fakeness to it? You know? But, I don't know. Why wouldn't they, did you get this one? Why wouldn't they fake it when you got the Bear admits to paying millions to HIV infections cases because they was putting out bad blood? You know what I'm saying? Right here. You know, Bear admits. You got that picture on there?
Let me see. I don't think did you send that? Oh yeah, wait. Let me see that.
You know what I'm saying? Remember Arthur Ashe?
Yeah.
Remember how he got it? Remember back in the day, man. Let's fast forward to the OGs. Remember back in the late 80s when the dentist would give you AIDS? That dentist that gave all them people AIDS?
Yeah.
Remember black people were scared as hell to go get their blood drawn back in the day. Or even get blood transfusions because of Arthur Ashe. Who you think really passed out all that bad HIV blood? Well, let's break it down. Bear, your favorite aspirin, was passing out the bad blood. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it says they paid tens of millions of dollars to end a 3-decade-long scandal. Let's read it again. Just paid tens of millions of dollars to end a 3-decade-old scandal in which the company sold HIV-contaminated blood products. Thousands died of AIDS because of them. Ironically, Bear got some coverage, which Bear granted to the University of Florida. Hold up. It says, where's it at? Is that it? But anyway, you can look this up. Bear admits it paid millions in HIV infection cases. So why wouldn't they make all this money off the COVID and blame you? Who you think is behind all the medicine for the COVID? It's the pharmaceutical companies. People, it's the pharmaceutical companies. So yes, they're gonna scare you.
Man. Yeah, it's a lot of deep shit going on out here, man, and people
They said the video had a lag or something. What is it?
What it say?
No, it was okay. Corey Burnett said, okay, it's cool. Maybe we were skipping them.
Oh yeah, sometimes we play videos like that. When we insert them afterwards, it causes that little lag in the video and shit. You know how
no, that's cool.
Kung Fu be coming on. But yeah, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, there's just a lot of crazy stuff going on that a lot of people may not believe is factual. But when you dig up the evidence, what's that you got up there?
These two with the kente cloth, with the senators and stuff coming out with that kente cloth.
What you think about them taking a knee with the kente cloth?
Let's break down the kente cloth. Do you get the picture of them kneeling? Okay, the kente cloth. Why would they all of a sudden come out the kente cloth, people? There's another conspiracy. Why did the senators come out with the kente cloth and kneel? But did you know the kente cloth represents the slave trade over the Ashanti tribe from Ghana selling people? Right here. Fact. The history of the Ashanti people who lived in the West Coast is strongly tied to the history of the slave trade. So now you see why it was a slap in the face and a lot of people was out. And I'm like, why would y'all come with kente cloth? That don't represent black Americans.
What website was you getting that from? Did you?
I mean, you can search it. You can just search kente cloth and Ashanti tribe. And the slave. You can just search Ashanti tribe and the slave trade. That's all you got to do. And you're going to have several websites coming up out. But, why would they wear that? And first of all, you got all these people that's been in office, like your boy Jim Crow Biden, been in the office 51 years. Chuck Schumer, 45 years. Nancy Pelosi, 33 years. Pat, 54. Maxine Waters, 47 years. 60 years for Dianne Feinstein. And they always want to blame problems on other people that just got in office or Barack and them. My bad. Man, these people been in office a half a century.
And
Joe Biden.
A part of the problem that's persistent.
How do you get in office 51 years and talking about you making a change? You ain't did shit. In 51 years, I didn't know people can get in office that long. In government, 51 years. You got that picture?
Well, let me see.
And so now you see why we getting the shit beat out of us. Now you see we get knees on our neck. And then people vote for me too. Jim Crow Biden, this man used to be doing his rallies and shit. He didn't even know what city he was in. Hello, Phoenix. This motherfucker was in Mississippi. So, we dealing with, now you see why we going through all these problems, black people, We got all these people that been in office that's not solving problems. I'm pointing out all these older people that's not resolving the issues. They not coming with no answers. It's just not your boy Malik Shabazz for the 300. This goes down a long list of people that's not doing shit, but they've been in office forever. Just like the one man, God bless his soul, the one that just died, the senator from Detroit. He really wasn't getting shit passed for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Man, this is a lot going on, like I said, in between the COVID and this.
That's just a distraction, yo.
Police brutality situation and, all of this stuff that's going on, man. The economic ups and downs of the country right now, it's just a lot to maneuver through, man. And, it just won't make you think that, with all of this happening, the way that it's happening, in the succession that is happening, that this shit is like planned or something. Like, so this is mapped out. This is just strategized by somebody. I don't know.
I mean,
I think the COVID shit was definitely an engineered situation.
Everybody said it was engineered. You got a biologist, like I said, scientists, top doctors came out like, man, this is man-made. And what would YouTube do? Take them off. What would the news do? Not report about it. You know what I'm saying? How don't you believe that a doctor that's coming out telling you this? Why won't you believe them? A top doctor, but you would believe Fauci.
I was about to say, but you would believe Fauci. You'll believe Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, the tech. He coming out talking about let's get some vaccines, but he can't get rid of all the kinks in his systems, all the viruses
that he created.
Yes. He can't get rid of all the viruses in his computers or his software, but he can tell you he can get rid of a virus. A tech geek telling you about a vaccine. Come on, people. See the fuckery, how dumb they think we is? They think we just all do, we just TikTok all day.
Man. And I mean, shit, sad to say, when you look across social media, you do see a lot of that shit.
They just think we TikTok it. You know what I'm saying? We TikTok all day. They don't know shit. Come on now, man. You locked us down for 3-4 months. We ain't have nothing to do but research. So now you got white people coming out saying what they is. Because they done watched the movies, the documentaries they had all day. They done watched all the movies the first month.
Right. Like, what the... Man.
They watched all the movies the first month. Second month, they watched the documentaries and shit. Third month, they just watching whatever. You know? They learning whatever. So now you see why they coming out protesting, talking about you got white people on the front line with us. They done researched it.
People asking, why is it that we have an issue with the white people joining our protests and marches?
I don't have an issue with it.
For the people who have an issue with it. I was about to ask you.
Who got an issue with it?
Well, it's been people that asked that, as far as
we need them.
Not only in Detroit, but in other cities where the protests and marches have gone on. There's been white people asked, because they see a lot of people making comments as far as them being the enemy, no matter where they insert themselves. But let's see what this caller is talking about. What's going on, caller? Who is this, and where you calling from?
What's up, Mark, man? This is Mike, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's happening?
Work, bro. Okay. I just wanted to call in because I wanted to go back to what y'all was talking about earlier just for a minute. But what's up, brother? What's his name? Judah?
What's up, yo? Peace, God.
Yep, what's up, man? I put the comment about the loot, man. It's hard to debate in text and you talking. So I say, let me call in. What I'm saying is, when I see us protesting, as a black person sitting at home, it looks kind of disorganized. What I'm saying is, we need to meet first and say, okay, when we get there, we're going to let Judah talk. You understand? That's the part I'm talking about when I say we got to do better at protesting. And if we're going to go and we're going to bring goons, you can come, but we need you to shut the fuck up, because when we get up there, we need an answer.
Right.
So we're going to let Judah talk. You see what I'm saying? We don't need your aggression yet. We might need it, but we might not. You understand? That's all I was saying. I mean, that's the part that I be feeling when we get there and we singing and we marching. You look up and it's 7 people with megaphones. No, we got to
start snatching it out their hands. You got to start snatching it out their hands. Let's start taking it from them. Then, if they out there as collaborators, then we got to out them. Point them out.
No. This is my thing. If you want to be over there with them, fuck you. But it's gonna be fuck you every day. It's not gonna be no after we done protesting. Now you gonna come back, or like Candace Owens after they get done with your ass. Bitch, don't come back over here.
Right.
And we gotta mean that shit, and we can't do that until we check. All I'm saying is we gotta check each other before we leave the crib. Before we even leave to go up to Harperwood. Check this out, Jason. You don't know how to do nothing but fight. Judah gonna talk. When the fighting jump off, it's your time to shine. But before then, sit the fuck down, because we need to figure out what happened. And what happened was, what I seen, y'all end up arguing amongst each other, and that make us look bad. Then when y'all get aggressive, they ran in the building. We still didn't get no answers being aggressive or quiet. We got to find that middle part and come with that Malcolm X approach. Remember when he said, hey, look out that window. Mm-hmm. That's the approach we got to take, but only way we going to get there is by checking ourselves by, first of all, my man, you sell dope all day. Not you, I'm saying, like, you sell dope, you a gangbanger. Don't get your ass up there on that megaphone trying to represent me. I'm just saying, like, we might need your AK, we might need these Bloods, we might need these Crips, but not right now. We need Judah to go in there and talk to him. We don't need you all yelling and, trying to make the situation. And then we got to check these motherfuckers who we know, not for black people. Nigga, you just come in the loop. We know people like that. You see what I'm saying? Those are the people we got to check in the car. When we get out this car, my nigga, don't jump out busting no window, nigga. We got to get this autopsy report because it's a girl that died in the police station.
Right.
And that's all I was saying. So I said I was gonna call in because
yeah, man, we need more people like you, man. Peace, God, man. I love you for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
we do need the speakers to speak up for us and check the collaborators. We do.
No. The collaborators, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
We gotta be serious about when we say fuck them. Mm-hmm. We can't say fuck them in this situation. Then next week when they come with the bottles of water, take the water. No, nigga, it's still fuck you. Get the fuck on with that water.
Right.
I died thirst before I take some shit from some nigga that done sold me out last week for a fucking spot on Fox 2 News.
Yeah, we got a lot of sellouts, yo. We got a lot of sellouts. And like you said, yeah, we got to say fuck them. We got to say fuck them forever. Don't come back on this side then.
Don't come back this way because that's the thing, too. People gonna be who they gonna be. What black people, I say, one of the things we really got to do is we really got to stop getting so emotional when a racist person do some racist shit. Like every single time they do some racist shit, we got to start over with our feelings and be like, oh, this motherfucker racist. We been knew that when Trump he was going to do his rally in Tulsa, people get mad.
Are you surprised when a dog shits in the grass and shit? That's what he's supposed to do, right? That's what racists do.
When Trump did the Tulsa shit and said he was going to have his rally on Juneteenth at Tulsa, people like that's racist. No shit, he a racist.
Right.
And that, you see what I'm saying? So that always get us sidetracked from what we really supposed to do. And what we really supposed to do is be getting together. And we got to focus on shit like, if you want to be a police officer in Detroit, bitch, you need to live in Detroit. You ain't about to choke me out and go back to Brighton, motherfucker, and sleep good.
Yeah, that was another reason why Detroit wasn't doing that, because Mayor Coleman Young made them stay in the city, so you can't be choking niggas out and living around the corner.
Because if you choke my brother out, you choke my son, I'm going to go around there and get your son 2 blocks over.
Right. You're right.
And that'll make a nigga think when he going down with the knee, like, whoa, shit, my daughter was by herself. Let me chill the fuck out. Even if that'll stop a lot of niggas on the fence. If you want to be a teacher, firefighter, and all that shit, you need to be staying on 6 Mile or something.
Yeah.
And if not, then get the fuck on. And stay the fuck on. Ain't no comeback when the white motherfuckers kick you out and treat you all fucked up and you want to come back, my brother? No, because I wasn't your motherfucking brother when you just standing here watching you nigga beat my ass. So, but y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all doing a good job. Mark, good looking, man. You know I'm with you.
You know what it is, brother.
Man, peace, God. We love you for that, man.
All right, no problem.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to talk about, man. A lot of stuff going on in the climate of the country right now, man, locally and nationally, man. Just all around the country, all around the city, the state. And, man, this is what we do on this show, is talk about those specific issues, man. And on top of that, some conspiracy theories. Some of the things we've been talking about on the last couple of shows have not been too much of conspiracy. Would you agree? Like, these are some, you have to
debunk the conspiracy. I mean, it's a conspiracy to some, and to some it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these nurses coming out saying, look, this COVID shit is kind of weird. You got all these doctors and shit and anthropologists and biologists and biologists. And, you know what I'm saying? All these ologists saying, like, look, this shit looking weird. And then we like, oh, no, but shit, the COVID is out there. I ain't coming out. That's the new boogeyman, people. You know? And why wouldn't you believe some of these videos where they going undercover to catch some of this shit? You know? But I don't know, man, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
I told you yesterday on the phone line, nigga. Yeah, you know something, nigga.
Damn, you know what I'm saying? I just want more of my brothers and my sisters to be.
We just need to be on the same page
about shit.
If we're not gonna get a goal accomplished if all of us are not moving on the same accord as far as towards the agenda. If we all want the same goal, we need to be moving in unison towards that, as opposed to flipping. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, the black face.
You know, we got to be on the same page, because shit. Let's break out down the Jews that run all the industry with our rappers. Now Gucci Man saying, look, let's burn down the industry. Fuck these owners. Because we ain't getting paid anyway. They've been shut down. Ain't no concerts. And rappers and most artists get their money from concerts, because when last time you motherfucking niggas bought a CD? The last time motherfucker, I went and bought or purchased a download off the net. You might buy, one, two. Some might do it, but most don't. They might listen to Spotify, or they got, satellite radio, or they just listen to what they listen to. Or they might download it. But tell me, when the last time that black people has bought a CD or bought some music off of iTunes? It's rare. Even they might buy, certain people that come out. I'm not saying they don't. Mm-hmm. But every week, black people ain't buying CDs every week. They not. So how is these artists getting paid? They getting paid from people from Bloomfields, people from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get that money, and it's not really them getting paid. It's the industry, because they get their money off the concerts and the appearances and the endorsements. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get their money. So when all that shit shut down, now you can see why rappers is selling their teeth right now. Like Lucci. Rappers selling homes. Rappers fucked up right now. Not all of them, but a lot of them is. A lot of artists is fucked up because them concert money didn't dry it up. They haven't quite figured out the virtual concerts yet.
And then they done blew a lot of their money on frivolous
shit. Going to Johnny Dang. And Johnny Dang, yes, come on. You want chicken? He feeding Popeyes to you niggas. Why you buying diamonds? You want crystal? I got it. How much you got?
King of bling.
How much money do you got?
King of bling.
Come on, people. Go on Johnny Dang YouTube right now and see all the new artists spending all that COVID money. I'm like, damn. Ain't no concerts until next year. What's going to happen when that song dry up at the end of the summer? What's going to happen? So go to Johnny Dang on YouTube and look at all the suckers that's just spending all their COVID money. From right now, I'm talking about recently. They showing up in Houston. He got Popeyes and that shit.
Yeah.
You niggas want chicken? You give you chicken. So you know what I'm saying? That's how I gotta go.
That's crazy, dog.
But I'm you got that picture with the Jews, right here. The Jews started off how they started off Hollywood and fucking us out of the industry. They started off wearing blackface. They was the first. But I'm almost in, man, because we done broke down a lot of shit quickly.
Yeah, that was the hour, man. We almost got the hour. I can't even I'm trying to find that picture to throw while we was talking about it. But I mean, they know what blackface is. They know what the hell it is.
They got the blackface, as you see.
What was that?
You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Where the fuck is the picture at? No, I don't know what the fuck. I don't see the blackface picture for some reason. I see all the Alicia Bad shit. Oh, that was one of them videos you sent.
Yeah, it was like one of the first video pictures or something. It was in like three rolls or something, but it's cool.
Yeah, I can't find it.
But as you see, the blackface, the Jews started that. I ain't gonna say they started; they've been doing it, but that's how they got popular, and that's how they got into Hollywood. It's a book that I had. It was like the start of Hollywood. But
that shit crazy.
I gotta save my voice for tomorrow.
Uh-oh. So you rolling to the protest tomorrow, man? He rolling to the protest, man. Let's let him save his voice for tomorrow, man, because he already know he gonna be talking shit. So check my page, man, because I'm gonna share my brother Negus Vu's post where he is calling out to action this whole demonstration now at the wife of the house of the wife. Now, I would imagine that the mayor lives there too. So
yeah. Unless you know how some of the white people do, they might have separate houses and separate beds, like the the Cleavers.
The Cleavers.
I know I'm old. I'm getting old, but I used to Nick at Night. How back in the day they used to have separate beds. What was that for? I ain't never heard of no black people having separate beds.
They wasn't really married. That's what it was. They was one of them had lice or some shit. We out of here, man. That's the show for today.
Well, this is Judo Woke Case, man. Check me out on Truth Talk Nation YouTube, Truth Talk Nation Patreon. Also got a Cash App. Cash App is Judo Woke Ace with the $ in the front that goes to the movement. And I got a book coming out. I ain't gonna tell you what type of book, but I'm about to release a book in a minute. So it's getting deep, it's getting heavy, man. I stay working, I stay trying to do for my community, man, you know. And that's about it, Mark. You know what I'm saying? I'm 7 Mile Mark, you know.
We out here till next week, folks.
Judo Woke Ace.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile